Welcome to Operation Reorganization. On this week's episode, you're going to really like this one. This is really typical of a lot of our clients. They have a wonderful house, high ceilings, quite roomy, but the closet, however, doesn't seem to go with the size of the house. So what they really needed was to grow their closet, and that's what Closet Factory is so good at. We really are. It's amazing how big a closet feels after we install.
Right.
Mr. and Mrs. Dr. and Dr. Lewis, really wonderful people, fun to work with. This is what Tamara was telling me. And I think they really enjoyed the process.
Yeah, it's a nice space, and it had to be designed, again, like you said, around a small space. But Tamara did a great job of giving them the hanging and the shelving that they need in the design.
One of the challenges Tamara had with this design was that she's a folder and he's a hanger.
A folder and a hanger.
Yes, people like to store their clothes in different ways.
Right.
So they had different styles and how they like to keep their clothing. She's a folder, he's a hanger.
Well, and different needs. They're both professional people. They're both doctors. So I think, the way Tamara set the design up, there's a his side and a her side, and I think she did a really good job of differentiating their needs, and we'll see how it comes out once the closet's installed.
We will.
I'm Stephen Lewis. My wife and I, Melissa, are very excited to add to our new home. We are both from military families, so I spent most of my early life moving around the world, living in multiple different places. I lived in about 17 places before I turned 16, so it was lots of moving. We love the area. We're very excited for moving into our new home. We moved in about 6 months ago, and so trying to make this our forever home. When we moved into the house before this, we were renting a house, and we had a lot of issues with storage and closet space, and the closet really wasn't properly set for all the stuff we have, and so we had 4 closets throughout the house, and all of them were full with different things, and so it's been nice to have the opportunity to have everything in one place, so we don't have to walk around the house, or mostly me walk around the house and find clothes in different spaces. So we went to the big box stores and we went to private contractors and trying to really figure out exactly what we wanted, and we ended up, through a mutual contact, finding Tamara with Closet Factory. And we had heard wonderful things about the work that Closet Factory did, and so we contacted them as well.
So I've gone ahead and I've taken the measurements and laid out the room according to the measurements I took.
Okay.
Now, tell me, do you have a preference for which side of the closet each of you has?
I think we naturally have kind of decided I'm usually on the right side, she's usually on the left, so most of her stuff stays pretty much on that side. Okay. And then we split the back part of the closet.
Okay. The walls are pretty close to the same length on either side, so we're just going to go ahead and do it that way. It sounds fine. Now, she likes to fold more things. You like to hang more things.
Right.
But you also said you need drawers?
I do.
Okay. How many drawers do you want?
Probably about 3 or 4, I think, would be good for the closet.
Okay. What do you plan on storing in them to help me know what size they should be?
The main thing, I really like socks. I have lots of socks.
Tell me more.
So I collect socks. It's actually, my wife has given me, for one of our anniversaries, gave me a bouquet of socks.
So you're the kind of guy that when you sit down in your pants leg, you cross your legs and your pants go up, you see Snoopy or
usually.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like those. That's a very trendy thing these days. So do you think you need 1 drawer for the socks or 2?
Probably at least 1,
okay.
Maybe 2. It depends on, I guess, how I separate them out. So if I just stack them, I think 1 deep would be pretty good. If I actually separated them all out, I may need like 10, but I think probably 2 would be good enough.
So if we did maybe a 10-inch deep drawer?
I think that would probably be good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, then that's what we'll do. Do you hang your pants long or do you fold them over the rod?
I fold them.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to put double hang here, double hang here, and here in the middle we'll have the drawers and some hanging above, and it will look like that.
Looks good.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay, cool. Okay, so then let's go ahead and look over at Melissa's wall and see how we can divide that up to meet her needs.
Okay.
So how many drawers? 6?
Probably about double what I have.
Okay, we've got, well, I know she also needs this hanging. So according to my notes, she needs 92 inches. So the way to really accomplish that is we're going to need to do the same thing above her drawer banks that we're doing above yours.
Okay.
We're going to need to have hanging rods, but I know she also needs more shelves.
She does. She does a lot more than I do.
And what I'm going to do for her, because the drawers apparently need to be bigger, we'll do 2 stacks of 3, make each of them 10 inches deep,
That'd be good.
and then above that hanging with shelving in the rest of the space.
I think that'd be good too. She has a lot of like sweatpants and workout clothes, and so hers need to be a little bit deeper than mine typically do.
So then let's talk about this end. When you're walking in through the door, you're looking at this, we'll call it an alcove down on the end. I'd love for that to be a focal point. Would you like to look in the door and see something nice and pretty at the end?
I think that'd be really nice, even just organized. And one thing we kind of talked about is having a mirror somewhere in the closet, and so that would be something that I know she'd be interested in.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. She has about 20 pair of shoes, you have about 5. What if we take this end, and she needs 30 inches for long hang. So I'm looking at the wall length is, we'll call it 60. If we take 30 inches of it and dedicate it to the long hang that she needs, her shoes and your shoes can flank the sides.
That would look really good.
So the doors, let's go ahead, because we don't want doors that are 95 inches tall. That's probably a little overpowering. What if we take it and split it up into upper and lower doors? We'll have a small upper cabinet with a shelf inside.
Okay.
And then down here in the bottom, that's where the hanging will be.
That looks really good. So the top part would have its own separate doors to open and close
It would.
as well?
It would look like this.
Oh, that's really nice.
And then these will be mirrors.
I like it.
Okay, perfect. And this is the design. I'm going to do a little tweaking. I need to take it back to the office and just finish a few things here and there.
It's exciting.
Thank you. I got it covered, and I will send you the tweaked design.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Right.
Hi, we're the Closet Factory installers. Welcome to Pro Tips.
Wow. 1, 2, 3.
Pro Tips.
Pro tip, always do a final measurement before you actually start bringing material in.
Pro tip, use an all-purpose cleaner to do any general cleaning on a Closet Factory unit, and for anything a little more permanent, you can use nail polish remover.
Pro tip, it's always good to have the right kind of fasteners for the kinds of studs that you're going into, because some of your houses have wood studs, some of your houses have metal studs, and sometimes you're attaching to cinder block.
Pro tip, know your materials. Know the right blades to use to cut so you get nice, crisp, clean cuts so you don't have jagged edges. The type of glue to use, the thickness of the material so that you're using the right nails so you don't have trim that falls down.
As you can see here, we are in the middle of the construction of the Lewis Master Closet. It's all backed. And it's going to have a bunch of drawers and a bunch of hanging, and soon we'll be doing the trim and putting the doors in place as well. We're at the point now where all the accessories are pretty much in this closet, and next we're going to do the trim work that goes on the top and the bottom. As you can see, the installation is now complete. Everything's all trimmed and caulked in place. You can see they have the oil rub bronze rods, which are really cool contrast with the white. And then of course you have that mirrored door there. And I think it's going to work out just great.
Here we go. Here's your new closet.
Wow. This looks great.
No more wire shelving.
I know. Melissa's gonna love this. This is fantastic. And all of the, this came out great. The match between all the accessories and what we already have in the house.
Yeah.
And I have so much more space.
I know that the accessory color was a major concern. She wanted to make sure it matched the hinges and the knobs, and it does, as do the rods.
And I think I get to buy some more clothes too. Because I think all of my clothes can fit. I have so much more space than I did before. So this is great. And the trim,
Yes.
I think that came out really good.
The base trim and then the matching finishing trim at the top instead of the toe kicks.
That was a great idea. I think it looks nice that it's just seamless without the indentation. I think that was a really good idea.
And it's adjustable, so you can take these rods and simply by lifting them up and moving the cups up and down. If you have pants folded over a rod, you can move the shirts up higher. You can just rearrange it however you might need to. So you've got double hanging above your drawers. Go ahead and open and close the drawers. I want you to get a feel for it.
I'll start with the soft drawers.
Okay, the sock drawers.
I'm excited. That's a lot of depth. And I think I can maybe separate them out. And then for my belts and ties, this is really great. Adding that extra drawer space to what we already have is, I can fit pretty much all of my stuff in here.
So moving around the closet, we've also got this back wall here where you have your mirror doors and you have the cabinet above. So that way her long hang is inside of there. And then up at the top you can store things that you don't want dust to get on or things that you just want to hide. So plenty of shoe shelves flanking on either side. Adjustable as well. So in the summer, if it's sandals, you might have them spaced at one spacing. If it's boots in the winter, you might space it differently to give you more room for the boots. But that's something you can adjust as you're putting your things back into the space. And then over here, we have her side. You think she's going to be pleased with the way it's set up?
I think she is.
We've got her double hang. We have hanging above all of her drawers. She's got 6 big, deep drawers. And I think that's going to take care of her folded needs with the shelves at the top.
I agree. I think it looks great. She's going to be able to fold all of her pants and jeans and put them in the cabinets, and then all of her sweatpants and all that stuff. I think we have so much more space now than we did before with our beautiful wire racks that we're...
Well, the wire is only hung maybe, I don't know, depends on how many were in here, but between say 60 and 72 inches off the ground. This goes up to 95. So you've captured at minimum an extra 20 inches of height, which is a really beautiful thing.
It is a lot taller than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's a lot more available up there, and we can put things on top.
Yes, absolutely. And it's fully backed. So remember we were talking about backing? That way you don't have to paint the walls, you don't have to worry about your clothes getting snagged. I know sometimes with the more sensitive fabrics on plaster, they get caught and you just end up having a bunch of snags. That won't happen with the backing.
Yeah, I think that was a great idea. We had kind of discussed whether we wanted that, but I think it looks really nice.
Any questions about what you see?
No, you all have been wonderful. I really appreciate all your help, and this looks great.
It was great to work with you. It was really a lot of fun designing this for you, knowing what a big difference it was going to make.
Well, thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure. Well, it's Friday afternoon, and what a wonderful way to end a week with a home run. And two really happy clients that I knew would be happy because this new closet is so much nicer than the wire shelving they had before. So all I can say is we did it again, and Mike and Nick did a fabulous job, but of course it all starts with the design.
So I'm here to see the Dr. Lewis closet. It's been a few weeks since we've installed. I'm really excited to see what they've done with the space, and I also really want to see his sock collection. So let's go inside and take a peek. Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank
So
you.
good to see you.
So this is what it looks like now.
Oh my goodness, it's not even full.
It's not even full yet. We have so much more extra space with the new closet, and we absolutely love it. A lot of the containers and the drawers make it so much easier
So show me.
Yes, to organize. Of course, Stephen's socks, very important.
Yes.
So
very interested. Please, let's spend another moment with the socks.
absolutely.
Pumpkins. And
Oh, we have one for every season.
Skulls.
Christmas.
This is way
The
too
reindeer with the sunglasses.
Yep, the reindeer with the sunglasses for Christmas. So,
That is awesome.
But yes, the shallow drawers made it really easy for him to organize the socks. The mornings are much easier now too, just kind of in and out. Everything's where it should be. We did the long hang in the mirror. On my side, the deep drawers made it much easier to store everything in there. So there's not a lot of clothes hanging because everything fits in the deep drawers. My suits are in the back.
Seriously?
Yes, I don't have a lot to hang because a lot of it's in the drawers. We moved some of the shelving around, so the holes and kind of being able to adjust the shelves was awesome. So we moved some of the shelves there to fit the baskets on top. I was also able to move some of the shelves with the shoes to get my heels in there as well. So it's so nice to have, and we absolutely love it.
Let me look behind the door.
Yes, absolutely.
So you've got your step stool in there.
Step stool in there, skirts, nicer pants are folded there, and then the suits are kind of in the corner there as well.
This looks so nice.
It's very nice. We love it.
When you go vertical, because before your wire was, really low.
Yes.
When you go vertical like this, you add so much storage capacity to a space, and it makes all the difference.
Yes, yes. It's made a huge difference. Again, as I said, the mornings are so much more efficient because everything is where it should be, nicely organized. So it's wonderful. It really
And
is.
how about the other drawers for you, the big ones at the bottom?
So I think this is the first time in a few years that I've been able to get all of my clothes in one closet. But most of my t-shirts and then workout stuff.
Okay.
So I have a lot more space. It's much deeper than the drawers that we already have. So I've been able to fit pretty much everything.
So tell me then about this extra space here. What's the plan?
So, a couple different things. I think I'm probably going to get a catch-all for random stuff, my pagers, all that stuff to throw in there. Thinking about maybe adding some hooks. We've already put some hooks in the long hang for belts and everything. So I'm thinking about having some out here.
Okay.
And we're also talking about maybe adding an actual revolving tie hanger so that I can be able to hang, since I have a lot of ties.
Yes, you do.
So, but I actually, because I have so much more hanging space than I did before, I'm able to fit pretty much everything in here, and then my jeans up there. So I don't necessarily have anything to hang in that area because this area is still open as well. So
A lot of
thinking of a
space.
lot of different ways that we could utilize that space. And if I end up buying more clothes, then I'll have the hanging capabilities as well.
You have permission to shop.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Tamara
I
said
did
so.
not.
But yes, it's wonderful. There's so much more storage, and so it's great. It
And
really
another
is.
option for this is if you decide, you could take the ties, you could get the tie racks from me. We would mount them to the panels. You can convert your ties onto those racks and then maybe order shelves and fill this section up.
That would be nice.
Or just part of it or something. There were other options. So just know that it's all drilled to accommodate anything else we might want to plug in there. So you can think about that and just let me know.
That's
And I think the issue is you almost doubled, more than doubled all of my hanging space, so I have so much extra space now.
So tell me a little bit more about the hanging section.
Absolutely. So we put most of our long hangs and then some of Steven's suits in this part of the closet. The mirror has been amazing in just making the space kind of come alive, look bigger also.
It does.
And it makes life much easier to have the full-length mirror in here as we pick out outfits. We can just kind of see everything's in one place. There's more storage up above. We haven't used it yet. Right now it's holding some of my Halloween Halloween hats that I use right now, but we do plan on filling that in. As for the shoes, because I've had some heels and some are 3-4 inches, it was extremely convenient to be able to move the shelving to accommodate for the heel height. Especially for me as well, since my feet are a little more narrow, I could fit 3 pairs in one shelf just because they're all narrow. And Stephen was able to get his shoes in as well. So being able to adjust the shelves has been amazing and fitting everything where it needs to be and using the most out of the space that we have.
Especially as you transition from summer to winter, sandals to boots.
Yes.
It lets you store everything just by moving the shelves around.
Yes.
I personally love it.
It makes it convenient, and it's almost like you have a million different closets in one because you can just adjust it how you see fit. So it's
A
great.
million closets in one.
That's right.
I like that.
It's great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm so glad it worked out. I knew it would, and I just thank you for trusting me to do it for you.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
doing
for
this
your
for us,
help.
Tamara. We love it.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Do we shake or do we hug now?
We hug.
We hug.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
Tamara.
you.
Well, I think the experience just from beginning to end has been amazing. And even when we first met Tamara and we looked at everything, even from now kind of putting clothes in afterwards, everything has been completely smooth, completely seamless. And Tamara is wonderful to work with. We love everything that she's done.
We have so much more ability now in terms of putting clothes away and the amount of space that we have available. So it overall has been a great experience.
I think we're more than satisfied. And before we chose Closet Factory, we did kind of look at other places. But we have no doubt that we made the best decision with Closet Factory. Everything is wonderful. It's completely customized to everything that we needed. And it looks wonderful, and it actually functions wonderfully also. So it's everything that we could have hoped for. So we're happy we went with Closet Factory.
What I would say is, if you know you want something better but don't necessarily know exactly what you want, Closet Factory is a good place to go.
Absolutely. We are definitely on board. We are huge fans of Closet Factory. We're very grateful.